Hello everybody and welcome back to Toaster's Little Oven Comic Studio, but I'm probably not sure that definitely changes its name because herself was probably going to be look like that. I'm not very sure because this banner of this comic studio was still mosquitoes everywhere around here because that says around those Toaster's Little Oven around here, but unfortunately that eventually changes to Kris's little kitchen comic studio. Unfortunately, she got kicked out from comic studio from days later until since her last post could not actually being seen anywhere as well. As we probably look at around here for this as Crispy Kitty's unofficial, unfortunately she was completely terminated as well, but I'm not sure. She's not terminated still. I gotta find out where she goes around here for this one. So that's why it's absolutely the bad news that somebody requested from any viewers as well. So, this is the previous video. It could be for out like this one. And I would have not guessed around here that the last repost could be back in September 5th. Before she gets kicked out forever and never to be seen her again forever. So this won't going to be the end like this. I probably should. It's not going to be doing like this. But I cannot believe that says your network is running out of funding. And we're about to see what is actually going to be using for some of the kinds of posts. This is the last one is absolutely going to be like this. But I cannot believe that some other kinds of usernames tried to report that username as well. It got a total of 304 following and 545 followers. And that is probably going to be deleted from all of these comic creators like those studios before. And I don't know how this is not going to get around here just looking around for the snail race. So, I just checked out the Snail Race comic studio and see what it does around here from those one things as well. So, there must be only snails around here, real life snails, or even cartoonic snails, like even this one. So, we're probably not very sure that her profile is already gone and never to be coming back again for good. And that's why it's totally a little bit weird around here that we never seem to told us to do. This is her last comic post, and nothing will be absolutely going to see her first comic that whoever posted from very moment that I couldn't able to be sure that I supposed to do. So I'm headed out to Toaster's little oven, and I have deleted some drafts, like due to something like for an unknown reasons that we probably look for. And so I'm not probably going to be showing up like this. And we're gonna be talking about here to taking a look for one of these characters. And for the next page, but I probably don't like into the next page as well. So the next page, and this is where I don't like that I probably looking around here, and which means Get a Life. These are all of her OCs. Do not use them in your own studio without any permission, or she will hunt you down for unknown reasons, like copyrights. No crossovers for just a little bit for one thing as well. The rules, no crossovers on Toaster's little oven or Kris's little kitchen. Even though I may not able to be added them as well, that wouldn't actually going to be look like this anymore. But I don't have any comic studio account or profile like me, whatever it is, yet. So, I still have my YouTube channel, and I totally forget about my password while I signed in 5 years ago in my Google account, or 4 years ago in my Google account as well, somewhere, as I probably should. So, this time, I cannot believe that Negligible got running over 5 years of this existing channel may going to be no longer exist in a matter of time since my channel impact. So we're gonna be looking around of this channel for the last time, but I cannot believe we would not able to be celebrating for my oldest channel that I witnessed. So first off, let's start up with the characters. Starting with the main one could be Toaster's Cookie Sona. And I'm probably sure she was absolutely a little bit special of this thing as well. So this is the main character of that thing. And I'm not pretty sure this is absolutely for her old self. That we definitely sing this for one more time. And another one is Coconut Maricon Cookie. She is the Cookie of the Darkness's trusted librarian as well as a general connoisseur of all its things concerning black magic and villainous history as a whole. Make sure your visit to the library quick unless you'll like to get it roped into your like these as well. But probably getting roped into an hour-long lecture. So, this is a major character throughout the reminiscent Reverse or River arc, like anything around here. But this is absolutely for some kind of like this. But this is absolutely her voice's lines, because she's look like epic as well. It's a female, of course, not transmatic like this person as well. So it was a female for this time as well. And her old costume, probably it's not look like this. Probably this is definitely without a book. Another one is Thai chili cookie. And there must be for some kind of voice lines that could be a female or a male. It was interesting in learning to handle a featherland or feathered companion. Thai Chili and the rest of the Scovilla Feloni or Falcorni Club are more than willing to help. A third year in the school, finding a friend, his featherhead companion Amber helped her break out of her shell. She may not be the strongest student, but with enough dedication, will he able to complete the Triple Cone Cup during her final year? We definitely not pretty sure. There aren't like twins, like even though for this anyway. Which means that wasn't actually, probably we wouldn't actually find out. But after her final year, she got kicked out, or she absolutely leaving the Scovilla of some other kinds of towns, and she looked for her new home as she farewells her pet for good. And they won't be able to be seeing her again. He or she retired out of the town of Scovilla, and she will find her new home for the rest of them. But the next one, this could be for a little bit amount of big around here, is Sweet Roll Cookie. So this is absolutely what she says around here. She's also epic around here for this one, but even though this is not going to be the rarity as in like this, it was an NPC for or unknown thing as the guest. So another epic cookie around here for this one, and she is the head chief of the Grandmaster Hotel, as well as a twin sister of the familiar evil researcher, a little on the blunt side, or little on the blunt side, but still friendly and hard working. Also, probably the most normal employee at the Grandmaster Hotel, which isn't really saying much. So, she's a minor character during the Queen's Gamblet arc, mentioned in the Storm of the Fortress arc. So, this is absolutely one of the links may not exist around here, even that you're going to be doing for copy paste. And another one is another headliner as well for him or her, and probably going to be for some sort of like this thing too. A favorite among their colleges through beyond the shy and forgiving demeanor of the Grandmaster Hotel's assistant manager lies much more vicious Cookie. Any Cookie puts their authority into questions seems to vanish before coming back in a clearer mind. They also seem to have a rare understanding of everything related to head hoteler, but it's not the head hoteler for itself. It was the hotel or a head hotel assistant from his exact measurements to his schedule. It was probably going to be for a major character during the Storm of the Fortress arc or the Queen Gamblet arc, like even themselves or something like this. This is definitely was an unknown name. If you let me know down in the comments, it's not going to be Earl Grey Cookie's father or mother, what I'm not actually trying to say. That could be female voice lines that her name is Sugar Sheet Cookie. This is probably that I not gonna be probably sure. This is not gonna be her mother or daughter for some sort of like this. She was another kind of friend with Marshmallow Cookie and American Cookie. But I'm probably sure there's another one. Could be Kararia Cookie. Even though this is absolutely going to be another for itself for her. There's there's definitely a little bit amount of female cookies around here for itself. And there's another sinful cookie as well. The god of evil. I'm probably sure. I'm not pretty sure. This is absolutely Antichrist a little bit for one thing. That the reference of themselves is a little bit good, but turns out it was definitely evil as well. Another one is the magic powder cookie. This could be another female, of course, that we definitely sing for some other kinds like this. Another one is the festive bee cookie, which is definitely was probably not in the game. It was part of the OCs whenever it is. This wasn't going to be getting around here. There must be a minor, or like anything around here. There must be a terrible spoiler over here for this thing as well. But that looks like a manga reference. But there is another Irish character as well. Another unknown cookie around here for some kind of, I don't know. It could be for Firecracker Cookie's cousin or something like this. Even though another one is the Storm Fortress like this thing as well. Another unknown cookie around here for this one. And unknown cookie to do this as well for some sort of like this. So, the Terrible Shelf Cookie or Terrible Clef Cookie was owned by Smoothie140. Before I adopt her, go check him out. This could be for around here. Terrible Clef Cookie was absolutely really dangerous for itself. That she was bad at making music, of course. She's also bad at making music sheets. And even though it was not probably a little bit good around here, though. So they prevent her from being entering or being something written for her own life. But another one is actually Moonfire Cookies action. I'm not sure. This is actually Moonfire Cookie because Baklava was instantly designed by Moonfire Cookies over the fandom before I adopt him. Go check him out. So, Baklava Cookie was even him as well. There's one male over here, but I'm not sure aren't going to be look like this. So one of the characters has a little bit sprites, even though that is actually for some other kinds like the Limachrome. Or even this one. Limachrome reference about this, another evil side of these cookies. And there's more. And there's NPC cookies around here. There's Static Slush Cookie. This could be Static Slush Cookie, even though, but I'm not sure it was going to be it is. I'm very not sure that Static Slush Cookie is, but unfortunately he got one sprite. But unfortunately this comic studio was being discontinued, but I allegedly there absolutely have some name tags as Twink, Decent Fudge Cookie, Pomegranate Snake Cookie, Celestia's Sources, Green Tea Panna Cotta Cookie, and London Fog Cookie. So that was all of the cookies around here, and we definitely going to be seeing some of that. So remember, this is the last update of Kris's Little Kitchen comic studio, but of course, it will never able to be continued again forever, because this is absolutely going to be need for its new owner about for this thing as well. Kris's Little Kitchen around here will be absolutely finding itself for its new owner. We're not absolutely going to be talking about here. Let's go to the edits for something like this. This is absolutely for the first around here this thing as the profile. And even for the previous themselves, could it be like this anyway? So, even for some other kinds of things, I won't able to really look around here for this one. But first off, the adets of Earl Grey Cookie could be look like even though. And another one that I'm not very sure, that must be for another adets of Earl Grey Cookie. But even more for some of the kinds of sprites. But this is eventually going to be look like weird or whatever that it is. Another adet goes to Earl Grey, Blackberry Cookie, Skater Cookie, and probably Pumpkin Pie Cookie, as even though for these ones. And there's even more, like the Dinopond Dragon Cookie, but even more, there must be for Buttercream Cookie, not the Choco as well. So this is absolutely for some kind of buttercream cookie or something. But I would not know that we sing them from Cookie Run Kingdom as well. So where is he? Where is he? Ah, definitely. Butter Roll Cookie could even this guy as well. Butter Roll Cookie was absolutely even from there at Ditz as well. It was right next to Sugar Swan Cookie, but otherwise there's Chess Choco Cookie they were angry for. Look at the back, that Affogato Cookie looks back for like this. And so on, there's Dark Enchantress and Pomegranate Cookie over here. And so, that was everything around here. Let's looking around for some other kinds of items. But looks like everything is nothing everywhere. But looks like there must be some kind of cursed images like this, and I kinda believe this is a little bit for good images like these ones. So I probably add them a little bit for these things as well. So I wasn't able to be added as well, but I may look it around here for something other kinds of itself. So I put terrible images around here for something look even more weird. and definitely it's going to be a hell of a ride. So there is a little bit more and some kind of really thoughtly weird like these things as well. So there must be a lot of images around here. I'll put them on the bottom and so on. This is a little bit tricky as well. I cannot be sure this is actually going to be for just like that one. This is probably a little bit out of old school for this. And this is absolutely for really bad memories goes to be. Except for this one. I may not actually going to add them. But we really thought that I'm not sure that I'm just going to add a little bit more. So maybe let's just add it a little bit more. So there it has it. There's one. And then one more. Okay, this is everything for today around here. This is actually a large gallery setting of this thing that I just absolutely added anything around here before. This is definitely that I just already take the look around himself. So there's a little bit more. And there's a little bit more themselves over here. So that is pretty it as well for some other kinds of images. Let's scale it up. And we're done. So I'm being able to look around here in the user comics, but we definitely sure we already seeing like anything around them as well. So there must be to click that even though as well. So let's keep on looking around here from anything right itself. The backgrounds could be containing real life, but we pretty not sure that how would it able to be added for anything as well. That must be the studio, the music studio over here, and some edited cookie run backgrounds. And that is the end of the part 1 that I would totally going to be look like this anyways, because it totally refreshes the page and that thing that I'm not probably sure that I would able to be seeing this any moment. So it automatically saves the drafts for even this, and probably I should not able to be added for some other kinds of automobile. Especially, I added a little bit amount of gangsters around here for this thing. So, thankfully, this is probably the end of this video or something like it else. So remember, this is going to be in the link in the description around here in the previous video. But I cannot believe this is absolutely started with a stupid mosquito for it look like this anyway. So, I not having for this any gallery if you want. You can actually save the image, and if you like to save to your gallery as well for anything around here as well, and a bunch of previous videos as possible. Thank you for watching, for all your support, and I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you in the part 2, so stay tuned.